Hey there, Jays, Zero Pound Materials here. Welcome to another episode of Behind the Scenes. For this episode, we're actually not looking at any Psycho videos or any videos in particular. This is strictly behind the scenes. So one fateful night in December, me and Juliette were having a nice romantic dinner out by her house, and I actually confided in her. Nobody in my family, nobody in my friends, nobody but me knew how the Psycho series was going to end. Everybody knew I was going to kill Psycho Dad, he was going to get shot, like that. Everybody knew that. However, I told nobody Psycho Kid Flees Country. Obviously, my parents and stuff knew about the fact that we were all going to Switzerland to film some stuff. However, the big pieces that I kept close to my heart was the fact that Jesse was gonna almost commit suicide. It was a really sad, bitter, fucked up ending. And the most kept secret was the fact that I was going to reveal the whole series was fake by way of snapping my fingers, getting out of character. The camera falls to its side and revealing me and my dad hugging, saying that's a wrap, and we're all celebrating. This was a big fucking plot twist that I kept close to my heart that was like, you know, me killing my dad is crazy enough, but then fleeing to Switzerland is even bigger, and then fucking almost committing suicide and hanging myself is even crazier, and then drop a fucking camera down and show me hugging my dad to reveal the whole 3.5 years that we thought was real was fake. This was fucking insane and is perfect because it is the Psycho series. The other big thing that I never revealed is I wanted everybody to gradually learn the series was fake, so I wanted Psycho Kid Flees Country to be an extremely cinematic experience. I wanted to see if people still bought into it even though nobody was with me going to Switzerland. It's not like I brought Korn the character with me. So technically it's a floating camera filming me cinematically and there's music playing. So at this dinner I told Juliette my plans to drop the camera over and reveal everything, and she told me at this dinner, and I felt it too, and I'm feeling it right now ironically, I got serious chills. Like I felt the heebie-jeebies, guys. Like it's a weird phenomenon, but I felt like this was like a very, very, very fateful night. And when she heard the idea, she absolutely was fucking astonished. She was shocked. She was so fucking, I got laid that night, but she was blown away, and it felt so good to finally tell somebody. I was super excited to share it. But I told Juliette, I was like, look, you know, I know you're into music and you write some stuff. What if you wrote a song? Like I love music and film combined. Like some of my favorite movies have the greatest soundtracks ever. So I was like, look, I think you're capable of writing a finale song. I would even pay you, and we have you know, some friends that she went to school with in Nashville that could possibly produce it. But I told her everything I wanted the song to feel like and some instruments. And she was like, okay. And I figured, you know, we got 6 months, so she'd be thinking about it. Flash forward 3 weeks later, January 1st, she already has the whole fucking song written. And guys, I can't even describe it, but I'll show you the behind the scenes of me hearing Battle Cry for the very first time, back before it was even really solidified that it was gonna be called Battle Cry, before any production. Here's the acoustic version of Battle Cry, guys. Fucking enjoy this raw BTS. Roll that shit. Little Psycho behind the scenes, even though we're not filming a Psycho video, we're doing some other behind the scenes activities. Juliette's here. She's I think you were, I asked her if she had been in previous behind the scenes. She said yes. And I think it was Psycho Kid's birthday bash, the one Psycho video she was in. But this is a little different circumstances. It's January 1st, 2016, and it's weird. I can't share this with you guys, obviously, right now, but 2016 is a big fucking year. I'm trying not to say it too much in videos, because then you guys are gonna be like, he's being weird. He's got something up his sleeve. I always do. But this is the year we end the Psycho series. We already booked our place in Switzerland. And Uncle Larry's getting his passport. Once he gets his passport, I can book the flights, and then we're good to go. We're talking about the end of the series. We're talking about Psycho Kid Flees Country, the finale, paired with Psycho Kid Kills Father. And I told Juliette, I was like, I explained it. She's the only person that really knows what the end consists of. So good for you. And she said, we were talking about if she made a song for the end. I was like, dude, that would be so good for both of us, because I want something to give it a cinematic feel, because, you know, the finale obviously knocks the bomb out of the whole thing, and there's a slight reveal, and it's kind of a mind fuck, and I explained how it's going to work to her, and she wrote a song. I didn't know she was going to start it this early, because it's January. We got 5 months. We're only 5 months away. It actually isn't that long, so it's good that she started now, but she wrote it, and she came up with this melody. I just got done listening to it 3 times. I listened to it the first time, and I was like, you know, it's the first time, so it's hard to judge. I was like, it's all right. You know, I was like, it needs to be darker, sadder, and violins and piano and shit, but she's doing it guitar. So and then I listened to the second and third time, we started talking about more, and actually, you know what? It might be perfect. Obviously, we're still gonna get it produced, and it's gonna sound a lot different. And for whenever this comes out, I'm sure we're looking back on it and be like, wow, yeah, this is a lot different. I remember that night. But yeah, Psycho Kid Flees Country. It's gonna be a montage of Jesse, you know, got on his father's truck, you know. He's gonna have sunglasses and a hat of his father's, aka becoming his father, and he's gonna be walking around the airport, getting on his flight, traveling throughout Europe and Switzerland. And it's gonna be crazy mindfuck. It's gonna be a wild experience to witness. I can only imagine what it's gonna be like when it happens. And you guys gonna be like, wait, he killed his dad. You know, it's radio silence for 3 days. Next video you see, it starts off with music. You imagine how powerful that would be, and you just see Jesse, you know, with a hat and sunglasses, his father, paranoid as shit, distraught, walking around the airport, and then you see him in another country. You're like, wait, this dude's actually in another fucking country. Like, what? I don't know anymore. I really don't know anymore. I don't care what people have said. I'm kind of buying into this, and it's pretty fucking glorious, especially paired with this music. So here, Juliette's gonna play the song. This is where we're at. It's called Battle Cry, but don't let that fool you, because it sounds really fucking intense, but it's not. So we're gonna let her do it. And it's gonna be cool to watch back. And you know, I always do Psycho video, Psycho update video. The Psycho video is Psycho Kid Flees or Psycho Kid Kills Father, and then the Psycho update to that is Psycho Kid Flees Country. The Psycho update is a Psycho video. I think I've already said that before. There's 50 million things I need to say, but all right, Juliette, you ready to show them what you got?
So ready.
So ready.
All right, I'm gonna record it down.
You gonna record it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Double recording. Here we go. Battle Cry, Juliette Riley.
2016.
It's January 1st, Juggies. 5 months before.
I tried to make you proud. You said I had my head in the clouds. I've spent a lifetime stuck in the same lines. Gathered up each grain of sand, built my castle in your hands. Then I spent a lifetime trying not to cry. Look at me now, the diamonds I found. It might not last forever, but it might do something better. I believe this is bigger than you and me. You will see crowds swelling in revelry. I am ready, and if that means goodbye, then it's time to fly into the light. Nothing but sky in this strong battle cry. You telling me I'd never make it left me needing to prove you mistaken. I've spent a lifetime waiting for my time. There was something in the wreckage, a tiny piece of who I knew I'd be. I'm setting it free. Look at me now, the diamonds I found. This might not last forever, but it might do something better. I believe this is bigger than you and me. questions, stopped asking permission. I asked forgiveness, 'cause I put you through this. Now I won't come undone or bound. All that's left are the stories we tell. I believe this is bigger than you and me. You will see the crowd swelling in a revelry. I am ready, and if that means goodbye, then it's time to fly into the light. Nothing but sky and this strong battle cry.
Oh man, that was it, Juggy.
First draft.
First draft, and I don't know about y'all, but I'm feeling pretty good about that first draft.
22.
I think it's final draft, first to final already.
5 minutes long.
I was gonna say it's longer, and that's the one thing I'm worried about. But I don't want to cut it at the same time. I mean, will I be able to make a 5-minute montage? I don't know. I don't know, man. One of those choruses might have to get cut.
Maybe.
And the bridge, I'm not 100% on.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know about the bridge.
I
but
don't have it worked out. I just wrote the.
right, she just threw that together while sitting on the toilet one day. Just that's it. So don't ask me how that works.
On the train.
On the train, and that Jesse will be on the train at one point for the montage. So it makes sense. She wrote that not just as my character, but also me. Kind of, the crowd in reverie. It's very applicable to what we're doing, and it's saying goodbye to the series on top of Jesse saying goodbye, as a character. So there's a lot of different things going in on it, and also, I mean, there's. I love the line "Look at me now." That's a line I used in a series called The Game. She didn't even realize it. No, very pivotal line there. Because Jesse just got. I was telling her, I was like, I want the core of this song is a boy who has all these visions, these dreams in his head, and they're unconventional. And I think this is something that everyone can relate to. And the old ways, with my dad, and then he gradually becomes the person he hates. He becomes his father, and just this idea of psychosis and how we are very much influenced by our environment and our external factors and stimuli, such as our family members and the house we grow up in, and how what their morals are and their ideas and how they rub off on us and make us lose our fucking shit. And Jesse, it's a bittersweet song. We're saying Battle Cry has this very melancholy feel. We're saying it's like there's no climax to the song, just there's no climax to the video. It's like I was telling Juliette, the climax of Second Kid Flees Country is the reveal, which isn't necessarily the climax to the story, but it is the climax of a totally different arc, which is my story that's been happening behind the scenes this whole entire time. I feel bad for my mom. The next 6 months or 5 months, she gotta be hiding out in the house. It's been really difficult to hide her things every single time we just want to film like a vlog. Somebody called me the laziest YouTuber.
That's the fucking.
I was like, if anything, that's the exact opposite. Someone just pull in and out. Jay, this shit's been crazy. Like, there's a reason Psycho Dad says for security all the time, because like we're trying to get security cameras. We're getting a gate in February because this shit's fucking ridiculous. You guys just come to the house and dangerous. Unreal, guys. Like it freaks me the fuck out to go back and watch these behind the scenes, to see something go from literally nothing to an idea to getting put into practice and to see my thought process and feelings going into it. It's fucking wild. And to hear that song, the acoustic version, it really wasn't too far off from the final produced version. I mean, the producers did a phenomenal job. I love it so much. So yeah, guys, once we had that acoustic version, Juliette did that recording and sent it over to our friend Mike in Nashville. He started working on that, and we wouldn't see him again for a couple months, and you'll be getting some more behind the scenes of that when we get there. But all right, Jays, get ready for tomorrow. We're going over Psycho Dad steals YouTube money or Psycho Kid moves out, our false Psycho series finale, our 40th episode. But all right, Jays, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. Drop some likes, guys, if this fucking blow your mind. And maybe this stuff helps some aspiring YouTube creators or writers or whoever. It's a really cool process. All right, Jays, love you all to death, and don't forget to keep it rigid.